Good morning, family. It's early in the morning, not a lot of noise yet. So let's see what's growing in my garden this May. Good morning, family. Good morning, family. Don't forget, grow some trees, grow some food, grow something. Let's get started. Good morning, family. So I thought I would introduce you guys to the extent of my edible garden this year. As you all know, I am deconstructing my beds over there, but I still needed a little something to grow. So I'm using my big box that I built over here to grow just a few things. So here I have the chocolate mint. I need to cut it back. It's starting to separate. As you can see, it's getting all the new little babies down there. So I'm gonna have to cut this back. I have a few green onions in here. Got some royal burgundy bush beans. This was some celery that I was regrowing. And of course, my collards went to seed, but just kind of letting them go. And of course, my lime tree over here. That's a winner. If you guys don't have a Mexican lime tree, get one. It produces so many limes and it's really easy to care for. Look at that. It is constantly, I mean, as soon as I pick the limes off of there, it's already pushing out blooms to get more. This is the Giletois cucumber that I've been trying to grow. This is my third time. So far it looks like we're doing pretty good here. It's cool weather right now, so it's doing really good. The weather, the temperatures that it needs are about 70 to 79 degrees. And wow, looks I'm gonna have to spray you with something already. Look at that. Getting some droppings there. And you know, I've tried, this is like the third time. I always get vines, get a few blooms, and then it just shrivels up and dies from the heat out here. So I started it a little earlier this year, and I'm gonna see how it actually does, if I'm actually gonna get these huge yellow cucumbers. Look at that, always finding things early in the morning. Let's just take you off. Over here, I didn't pinch back my bell peppers. So even though they're not that big, they are producing already. These guys are small, but they're producing, and they've still got little ones on there. But you know, the kids are happy, so as long as they're happy to see something growing, I'm happy with them. I have more beans over here. These are the tender green bush beans. And I didn't even realize until yesterday that they have beans on them already too. Another collard green. And some green onions. And this is my success story this year. I know it doesn't look like it to you guys. But this is the very first bell pepper that I ever grew 3 years ago. And it was over in one of the other beds that I'm pulling out, and the squirrels were digging it up every day. Every day I would come out, the squirrels or the skunks, and it would just be tossed everywhere. So I went ahead and I just pulled it up. It was pretty beat up. I chopped it all the way down and I planted it over here, and it struggled. That was probably, I think, in the fall when I put it over here. And it struggled, but look at it now. It's pushing out some leaves. So I also got another little collard green hiding over here. That one I actually chopped it all the way down. I think you could still see the little nub down there. Let's see. Yeah, it bolted. There it is. And I chopped it down and it is growing back. The same with this one. It bolted. I pinched it back. And it's giving me some leaves. This was actually a remnant of one of the sweet potato vines that I had from last year. And cut it all the way back and I just stuck it in there. And then of course we have the Meyer Lemon, which once again is also a workhorse. It is constantly pushing out. It always has fruit on it. And more mint that I actually need to chop all of this down also. And the Loquat Tree, which we've already picked all the loquats, but it's pushing out some new growth here. Actually, quite a bit of them are pushing out new growth. And then, of course, we always have something eating it. But, yeah. I also have my Eureka lemon saplings that I really need to repot. These are from the video that I did, how to grow lemon trees from seeds. I gave the other ones away and I think 2 of them didn't make it, but these are the last 2 and I need to uppot them. This is just some leftovers, I guess you could say, of the spinach and the what was this? Oh, the rainbow chard. And yeah, also got the last of these strawberries over here. I think the granddaughter picked the final berries. I don't see anything left on there, but these guys have been going for 2 years also. And then down here in my makeshift greenhouse, these are actually all flowers. So I have the mammoth, Russian sunflower, zinnias, Shasta daisies, African daisies, and these were loquats on this side over here. So I'm gonna see if the loquat seeds will actually produce. So I have one more spot that I am actually growing edibles. You know what? Let's take a look over here really fast because I do have just a couple of things left in the beds over here. As you can see, I started deconstructing everything yesterday. Started tearing the beds down. But I do have one of the purple whole peas over here. These are the mother stollards. And this is what is left after the roly-polies took out this whole side over here. But this one's hanging in there. And these are the black cobra peppers. I'm gonna see if I can relocate these also. And while I tear these beds down, because it is still producing, or should I say there are 2 of them. And these onions have gone to seed, which I love when they bloom, and the bees love them also. But as you can see, kitchen scraps do very well and they get really big in size. But I will most likely be pulling these out and giving them away. And still have a few little onions over there, but all of these beds are empty and I am tearing them down. This was the cilantro, which is now coriander. Look at that. So I'll have the granddaughter come out and harvest those, and then this bed is going to be deconstructed also. And of course, we always want to tuck edibles in to our flower garden. So I do have rosemary back there. As you can see, that is a monster of a bush. And on this side, I have oregano. So something just came over my fence to come and join me. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's a cat. All right, we're not worried about you. As long as it's not a skunk or a raccoon, we're good. So over here on this side, which is why I am making a change back there in my edible garden, I need to be able to move everything to one area. This is the side house over here by the driveway where my husband usually stacks all of his things. And I kind of just, camouflage stuff over here. But in this container, I did grow the tender green bush beans. And as you can see, these guys are producing. So this would be the size of all of the beans that I planted in that bed over there that the roly-polies just completely took out. They would all be this size. These were all planted at the same time on the same day. I do have the kumquat over here. Let's see if I can get around this stuff. As you guys can see, look how tall the kumquat is now. This was the little baby Nagami kumquat that I picked up, and I did a video on how to plant, or shall I say transplant. We picked all the fruit off of it, so, but looks like we're getting some little blooms in there. And this was the tree that, oh, you guys are gonna drop, aren't you? Yeah, this is supposed to be the red grapefruit, but when I picked them, they were oranges, so not sure at all. I have one ginger over here that came from a piece of ginger that my husband had in the kitchen. And then I didn't harvest my potatoes. My husband sat one of his trunks off of the motorcycle on top of this container, and when I moved it, look what was growing again. And there's lots of little sprouts in there also. So we'll see how this one goes. And I don't know what it is with this. See the flies? Yeah, they just kind of rest on top of these plants. So that is it for my edibles this year. It's a little hard not growing things, especially when the weather is so beautiful. But, it's all going to be worth it once I get the new beds in. And hopefully I will have a better layout to grow all of the things that I want to grow. So right now, I am going to have to be satisfied with all of my beautiful flowers that are also in bloom right now. So I just want to say thank you to you all for joining me this morning. And if you guys have any suggestions on how to keep busy while nothing is growing. I mean, flowers, they kind of just take care of themselves. So I know I have my hands full with rebuilding these beds, but like I said, I kind of want something to harvest. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. So this is the little pomegranate tree that I had. And yeah, the sun is, let's see if I can get it on the other side of me. I don't think it's gonna do too much, but it was beautiful, covered in blooms. And I mean, there is not one. Look at this. So I got one more. But so far, no fruit from this beauty. I mean, it's getting quite a bit of size on it. It's probably grown about 2.5, maybe 3 feet. But I think it's the squirrels are coming out here just getting it. And this is the little fig tree that grew all on its own back there. And I dug it up and potted it over here. And as you can see, it is it's just going crazy in this little pot. So we'll see if my husband gets some figs, because I don't care for figs. And I do have one more apple tree over here that is just coming to life. Hi there. It's okay, you can stay. I don't know if you guys can see. There we go. But the apple tree is coming back to life. And I seriously doubt I will get anything off of it this year. but I'm glad to see that it made it through the winter. So this is the Golden Delicious. So, all right, and I guess that is it, because like I said, I'm not growing any more edibles this year. So hopefully the next time I see you guys, I will have more progress over here in the edible garden, and I will have more to show you guys. Until then, you guys stay blessed, and I will see you all in the next video.